Hey everyone, Alex Eston here from Bric-a-Brac Games. I wanted to do a quick video demonstration of the combat system in the Black Brick. I'm recording this in my kitchen, so you might hear my dogs in the background. For that I apologize. Now, since I have three heroes, the Werewitch, Barbarian, and the Necromancer, I'm going to have a total of 6 exploration cards in the deck for the current level, and I will draw 3 of them at a time. Gonna have the Necromancer Captain, the Warrior Minion, and the Ranger Minion. They enter the battlefield according to the color of the rainbow, so it'll be Ranger, Necromancer, and Warrior, orange, green, blue. Captain goes in the back row, while the Minions go in the front row. You'll notice that the hero order also follows the rainbow. Werewitch, Barbarian, and Necromancer. Red, yellow, green. Heroes go in their back row. The front row is open for any Necro summons. When drawing a captain, shuffle any of their ability cards equal to or less than the current level and place that deck face down above their card. The color order ties into our rotating initiative system called First Blood. Usually, at the start of each play session, you'll shuffle 6 First Blood cards and draw 1 at random. For this demo, I'm just giving First Blood to the Werewitch. At the end of each round or battle, First Blood will move to the next color in order, but we're just going to do that right there right now. To track each character's available action points, you use the included double-sided AP tokens. As characters make attacks, counterattacks, or play ability cards, they'll spend AP. We are going to place our action tokens over the character cards. Alright, so we've placed our AP tokens, 2 AP for each hero, 1 AP for each minion, and 2 AP for each captain. The Werewitch will go first. So as you see here, we've got their ability cards all laid out. Werewitch, Barbarian, Necromancer. So the Werewitch will use Fire Fang first. Gonna deal magic fire damage to target foe. If played as the first action this round, this ability deals magic plus 1 damage instead. So, you've got the number at the bottom right. That is the cooldown rating for the card. Once you play the card, you rotate it like so. So then we're going to take the attack die. We're going to roll it. Say we're going to go against the Ranger Minion, dealing a whopping 4 magic damage. You'll notice that the spellbook there, 0 defense against magic. So the Ranger will take 4 damage outright. Doot. 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 Now here is where combat traits come into play. You'll notice that the Ranger Minion will always counterattack. So what's going to happen is the Ranger Minion is going to use Strength and counterattack the Werewitch. Okay, so the Werewitch has just taken 3 damage due to the Ranger Minion's counterattack. What we're going to do is we're going to flip the Werewitch's AP token to 1 to signify they've got 1 action remaining. Now, here's something that the Werewitch player would have to consider. After they take their turn, the Ranger Minion's coming up next, and the Ranger Minion's attack combat trait will trigger, where they're going to go after the hero with the most wound points. That is the Werewitch. The Werewitch can only take 6 damage total before dying. It's entirely possible the Ranger Minion might deal 3 damage total to the Werewitch. So, what the Werewitch is going to do next, going to use Restore to heal 2 wound points from themselves. Again, cooldown of 1, so the card's rotated to 1. And we're going to pry off 2 wound point tokens from the Werewitch. We remove the AP token for now. That is the end of the Werewitch's turn. The Werewitch hero has finished their turn. Now it's time for the Ranger Minion to take theirs. they're going to make a standard attack. Minions cannot use ability cards. Captains can. Minions can't. So the minion is just the ranger minion rather is going to make a standard attack against the character with the most wound points. That is the Werewitch Hero. So dealing a total of 2 damage. It's not too bad. It's a good thing the Werewitch Hero healed those 2 wound points. So now what's going to happen is the Werewitch Hero can counterattack just doing a standard counterattack. So you roll the attack die. That's 3 magic damage. That actually kills the ranger minion, which has 7 health. Slide that off to the side. And that kind of gives you a decent sense that attacking can potentially be dangerous if your character is close to death. Okay, so the ranger minion finished their turn. They are now dead. Play moves to the barbarian hero. They are going to play Rage first. Until end of turn, they're going to gain Strength +1. It's got a cooldown of 2. Just rotate the card so that the 2 is on that top edge. They're going to gain Strength +1. So you'll use one of the double-sided modifier tokens and just going to put it like so. Okay, so the barbarian hero has taken their first action. They're about to spend their second and final action point for this round. What they're going to do is they're going to use Throw. It's a long-range ability, so if the Necromancer Captain had a minion or Necro Summon in front of them, they normally would be protected. However, long-range abilities can bypass that front row protector. Throw is going to deal Strength +1 damage to target foe. It's got a cooldown of 2, so again, similar to Rage, that card gets rotated so that the 2 is on the top, and the Barbarian is going to roll for damage. So total of 3, plus the 1 from Throw, plus 1 Strength here, so a total of 5 damage. So right out of the gate, boom, total of 5 wound points. You'll notice that there is a 1 for defense on the Necromancer Captain. In the final release, that will actually be 0, so they will take 5 damage outright. The Barbarian Hero has dealt 5 wound points to the Necromancer Captain. Now you'll see in the counterattack combat trait, will only counterattack when taking strength damage. Will use an ability card if able. So here's where you draw an ability card from the monster deck, and they are actually going to play Reanimate 1. So here, they're going to summon their Necromongrel, and they're going to put it right in front of them, because there's a clause here. If summoned by Captain or Commander, place Necromongrel in front of monster with most wound points. That is absolutely the Necromancer Captain. They have spent 1 action point for that counterattack, and that is the Barbarian Hero's complete turn. So it is the Necromancer Hero's turn. They have 2 action points. As their first action point, they're going to play Pain Transfer. It's a long-range ability, which means they'll be able to bypass the Necromongrel here. They're going to heal 2 wound points for target ally, and then deal 2 magic damage to a target foe of their choosing. Pain Transfer has 1 cooldown, so you play it. Rotate it like so. So the one's on top. Heal 2 wound points off of the Werewitch Hero, and then just transfer them right to the Necromancer Captain, which will outright kill that character. For the second and final action of the Necromancer Hero, they are looking at what the enemy Necromongrel is going to be doing on their turn. They're going to attack the foe with the lowest defense, which will actually be the Necro Hero. So the Necro Hero wants to protect themselves a little bit, so they're going to play Reanimate 1, where they summon their own Necromongrel. So what will happen is they'll put that in front of theirs. Reanimate 1 has a cooldown of 1, so again, same deal. Rotate it to the ones on top. That is the end of the Necromancer Hero's turn. The Necromancer Hero has summoned their own Necromongrel. So the Hero's Necromongrel will take their turn now. They are going to attack the foe with the lowest defense, which actually, ironically enough, is the opposing necromongrel. So these two are just going to bash heads, basically. As the only action for the necromongrel, they attack the enemy mongrel. Going to deal 3 strength damage. Enemy necromongrel will counterattack, standard counterattack with strength, dealing total of 2. Same thing is going to happen in reverse. The necromongrel, the opposing necromongrel, now takes their turn. They're going to deal a total of 2 damage to the hero's mongrel, and the hero's mongrel will then counterattack, dealing a total of 2 damage as well, which actually outright kills the opposing mongrel and takes them out of the battle completely. To close out the round, the warrior minion will be taking their 1 action. Their attack combat trait targets the hero with the most action points. Since no hero at this point has any action points remaining, the tiebreaker will be that the warrior minion would target the character going next. So that would actually be the barbarian, because the barbarian would have first blood at the start of the next round. So the warrior minion is going after the barbarian hero, rolling for standard strength damage, dealing a total of 2. By the way, rage should have actually expired, so you would simply remove that token there. Barbarian then gets to make a standard counterattack. They're going to roll for strength, deal a total of 3 strength damage against 1 point of defense. So they will deal a total of 2 points of damage. That is the end of the warrior minion's turn. It's the end of the round. So at this point, the first blood token would advance to the next color in order, which, since there are no rangers on the field, would move to the barbarian. Then at the start of the next round, you would restore your action point tokens. You'd rotate your ability cards. They're on cooldown, and that's about it. Thank you for watching.